Hello everyone, welcome to Mentora IAS. Today we'll be discussing the most important aspect of your UPSC preparation, that is GS mains preparation. See, when it comes to general studies, in mains we have broadly 4 papers we already know. That is GS1, which has largely your history, your geography and society. Then we come to GS2, which has polity, then we have governance, then we have social justice and international relations. When it comes to GS3, the most dynamic paper we can say, right? That is which consists of your economics, environment, few parts of your agriculture, then we have internal security, then disaster management and also science and technology. Then coming to your GS4, your personality paper, which reflects largely on your ethics and probity in governance and related to the case studies related to these topics. This is your largely you might be knowing as well, correct? This is largely the syllabus of your GS mains. See, what happens now is, let us assume that you are into preparation. Okay, you are into preparation. What is the most common type? What is the most common type of preparation? What we all do? We all first go to class, right? Then read the standard books, then we acquire knowledge. Okay, we acquire knowledge. Right? This is the, I can say, most common type of the preparation. However, what happens in this preparation? The acquired knowledge, I fail to acquire marks. Okay, your knowledge does not reflect in your paper. Okay, does not reflect in your UPSC results. What is a main? So this is a most common type of preparation. So what is a main missing link in this preparation? The missing link, I can call it as daily answer writing, or I can call it as answer writing skill. The main missing link is answer writing skill. What do I mean when I say answer writing skill? See, like any other skill, okay, how do you acquire? If I want to be a dancer, what do I do? That's a skill, right? Likewise, your answer writing practice is also, or answer writing is also a skill in itself. When I tell that answer writing is a skill, I mean that it needs daily practice, correct? Okay, daily practice. Then it needs continuous feedback. Feedback is needed, right? After that, your effort, that is continuous refinement. Okay, correct? How to convert your knowledge into the marks is developing this answer writing skill. Why? UPSC is also not only testing your knowledge, it is also testing your writing skill in the limited period. Now here important is in the limited time frame, correct? Time frame. In the limited time frame. Okay. Not only this, when I say it needs daily practice, what are we focusing on? We are focusing on the important aspect, what we call it as consistency. We have also heard, no, UPSC rewards. That is, when I say rewards, you will be in the list, right? When you follow, when you have something called consistency. What do I mean when I say consistency? You do the the same routine thing daily. That is, you write the answer. To develop the skill, you have to be consistent. That is where our program at Mentora IAS, that is daily answer writing for GS mains, is focusing on. When I say daily, this is focusing on the consistency part of it, right? When I say answer writing, it is focusing on the skill part of it, right? That is what is required for your GS mains preparations. Now, what is a 4-pillar approach that we are trying to follow in the GS mains answer writing? The 4 pillars consisting of first one, deconstruction. We'll discuss the 4 pillars. The second one is 3-act structure. 3-act structure. The next one is visual appeals. Correct? Visual appeals. And the last one, the most important, is incremental consistency. Incremental consistency. The whole program, that is our DAW, what we call it as daily answer writing program, is based on these 4 pillars. That is deconstruction. What is deconstruction? That is understanding. In deconstruction, we have, what do? We first thing, we understand the keywords. Understand keywords. What is keywords I mean here? Keywords are discuss. When the question is asking discuss, what do I mean by that? Or critically analyze, right? Or I can say examine. Or there is also one more type of question which is asking your opinion, right? That is, do you agree? Okay. This is deconstruction of what I can say, the demand of the question. Demand of the question. So, understanding the keywords. Second, also it comes with addressing the demand of the question. When I say addressing the demand of the question, see, you might be having knowledge on so many things, right? If something else is asked, you have knowledge of certain things. For example, if we take polity, we have knowledge of president. However, they are asking something else. Okay, you have knowledge of Indian president, but they are asking the comparison between the Indian president and the US president, right? The demand of the question, you need not only write Indian president, but you have to address to the question, that is, which is asking the comparison between American president. Okay, so that is one thing. So deconstruction is understanding the keywords and also addressing the demand of the question. Now, what is 3-act structure here? I mean the second pillar, where I say it is divided into your introduction, then it is divided into your body, introduction and conclusion. Correct? These are the 3 parts of the answer writing we already know. However, there are different types of introduction, right? One, you can start it with data. Or you can use your current affairs as context, right? You can also, sometimes you can also start it with definition, right? Correct? These are the different types. You can also start with data, the context giving the current affairs. Sometimes you can also start it with the definition. In case of polity, you can also start it with the article. Okay, these are the different kinds of introduction that we should be focusing on when we are writing daily. Then body, what is that? Where we divide into, first thing, not focusing on, not writing in paragraphs, Okay, we are not writing in paragraphs. What is if you are not writing in paragraph, what must we do? We have to apply a multi-dimensional approach. What we call it as pastel approach these days. Plus, what should be the representation of that? Pointers. Point-wise representation. Right? So this has to be the approach for your body, and along with that, what is the conclusion part that we'll be doing, where we'll be addressing the problem. Conclusion should address the problem. Okay, it should also, conclusion should not be summary of whatever you have written. It should have a way forward. Okay, then conclude in a positive tone. Okay, you are expected to be positive. Okay, even if the system is not running properly, you are expected to solve the problem and make the system run effectively. That is, you should always be a problem solver, right? You highlight the problem but conclude that it can be fixed. When I say positive tone, this is what it means. So that is whole of your introduction, body, conclusion. Okay, then visual appeals, we already know what is visual appeal. In body, we have that liberty to add graphs. Okay, then you can show pie chart in case of your economics especially. Then you can add some flow charts, correct, flow charts. Then your hub and spoke kind of diagrams. You can add maps. So there are different kind of your visual appeals that you should be focusing on to gain that 1 extra marks. See, 1 extra marks in one question will land you in the final list. We'll be focusing on how to add this value additions and also certain kind of value additions for way forward. See, way forward, you can add committees, reports, right? Government committees, their recommendation, any reports, government recommendations. Okay, that also is a value addition, that you know that what government is doing. Okay, ultimately incremental consistency. All of these 3 pillars you have to do it daily. Okay, when you do it daily, what happens? 1, your quality gets improved. 2, your brain is structured to read in a certain fashion. That is, I have to pick up these points when I am reading whatever the material that you are reading, right? Then also your handwriting improves when you do it daily. Your time management, most important, time management, right? We have oddly 7 minutes and 9 minutes to write the respective answers, the 10 marker ones, the 15 marker ones, right? So these are the 4 pillars that we'll be focusing on, where you do it daily, your quality along with the time will get fixed for your GS mains answers. Now, okay, now coming to the about the program. Just a second. So 4 pillar approach we have. Then how does the flow of the program works? The flow of the program says, daily you will have, first thing you will have micro topic schedule. Okay, you will have micro topic schedule which will be given to you. Then based on this micro topic schedule, I can say micro topic daily schedule. Based on this schedule, you will get 2 questions. The questions are of UPSC standard. UPSC standard questions, right? After that, based on these questions, you will have high yielding high yielding synopsis. Okay, high yielding synopsis, that will be given on again daily basis. Then evaluation of your daily answers will be done. Again, evaluation is based on your UPSC standards. Okay, the fourth most important thing is the personalized mentorship. So the students or the aspirants are having access to our top Delhi faculties. Okay, you will be having access to talk to them, get the personalized mentorship regarding your paper. Okay, not only the synopsis, not only the evaluation, but also the personalized mentorship is also available in this daily answer writing program, where we have tackled the consistency, the quality and the time management. Okay, this was about the daily answer writing program. So where we'll be tackling the quantity, the quality, the time. Okay, so I hope everybody has understood the importance of answer writing program. Do visit our branch at Bengaluru Center, which is located in Chandra Layout. Okay, all the best. Keep writing. Thank you.